Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. This is Dinesh Mehbubani. Still now we have completed 4 chapters in the effective technical communication. Chapter number 1, dynamics of communication. After that we studied about the technical writing. Then after we studied about the technical communication. In the last lecture we have completed ethics in engineering, and today we are going to start the next chapter, that is etiquettes. Now what is the meaning of etiquette? The etiquette simply means how to behave in various situations. That is known as etiquette. Okay, how you are behaving in various situations. For example, if you are going somewhere, like if you are going in any meeting, then how you are behaving with the colleagues, that is known as the etiquette. Okay, so etiquette relates to the code of behavior among the people within or within an organization, group, or society. So this is known as etiquette. See, there are various types of etiquettes that we have to study about, and these etiquettes are very much important to grow your personality. Okay, it will boost up your personality if you will be having good etiquettes. Okay, and that will show a good personality of yours. So etiquettes are very much important, and that will be important in your future as well. Okay, so let us start with the telephone etiquettes, but before that we will study about the need of etiquettes, why the etiquettes are required. Okay, in multiple scenarios, if you want to look proper and respectful, then etiquettes are required. Then if you will be having good etiquettes, then it will make you cultured individual. Etiquettes will teach you how to talk with the people. Okay, and everybody knows that the first impression is the last impression, so it will also show your, means boost up your first impression. Okay, it will, the first impression will be good if you'll be having good etiquettes. Fine, so let us start with the telephone etiquettes. So the telephone etiquettes are basically related with the calling etiquettes. While you are answering the call, you are placing the calls, you are handling the business matters over the telephone. So in this way there are basically three types of telephone etiquettes. Telephone etiquette means how you are talking with the clients, how you are talking with the people on the phone. That is known as telephone etiquettes. So there are some etiquettes that we are going to study. So let us start with the telephone etiquettes. First of all, the first slide shows that how you will behave before you place calls. Okay, how you will behave while talking on the phone, and this is about some things that are to be prepared before the calls, and that are, you can see, first of all, the thing that you are going to convey. Okay, the thing that you are going to discuss on the telephone, first of all it should be planned, it should be prepared. Okay, so first of all, what is required, you have to plan your conversation. Okay, then if you are doing some work on the computer, so try to shift from the computer desk and sit at some another place. Okay, and if you want some details from the computer, then you can also turn on the computer. You have to keep, you have to keep pens, pencils, and note paper handy. So if you want to note down anything, you can easily note down with the help of that. Okay, so before you place calls, these things are mandatory. The first one is plan your conversation. Okay, plan your conversation, that what you are going to convey, what you are going to discuss on the phone. Okay, so if you are needing the computer, then switch on the computer. If you want to give any information from the computer, then switch on the computer. Then keep pens, pencils, and note papers handy. Fine. Now the second one is answering the phone, how you are answering the phone. Okay, first of all, according to the telephone etiquettes, you should reply the call, you should pick up the call within 3 rings. Okay, while receiving the call, keep a smile on your face, keep a smile on your face. Even if you are not visible, your tone will make the listener understand then that the caller is smiling. Okay, then you have to project a tone that is enthusiastic, natural, attentive, and respectful. Okay, so the tone, with which you are talking, it should be enthusiastic. आपकी जो energy है वो दिखनी चाहिए, right? It should be natural. It should not look artificial. Okay, you have to be attentive, and you have to be respectful. And first of all, greet the caller that hello sir, how are you? How may I help you? Okay, these are some etiquettes that you have to study. Okay, now after the call has been received by the receiver, during the conversation, which things you have to keep in mind? Okay, during the conversation, these are some things that you have to keep in mind while talking. Use simple English. Okay, use the language that is very much clear to the listener. Listener should be able to understand the contents that you are trying to convey. Okay, then pronounce clearly. You have to pronounce the words clearly. Avoid slang. Yeah, Jude. There is no need to use these type of slangs. Okay, these are known as slangs. Then always speak calmly and choose your words carefully. Okay, plan and then say. Because so patience is also required. Then improve your listening skills. If the if the person whom you are calling is speaking something, then try to listen it carefully. Don't be like that. He has not completed and you are again started your talking. Okay, so what you have to keep in mind, you have to improve your listening skills. Okay, then focus all the attention on the caller and the conversation. And if you are not getting anything, please ask them again. And there is a tone of also saying this. Can you please repeat? Sorry, can you please repeat? Pardon. So these some phrases of courtesy you have to also use, like may I help you, please, thank you, you are welcome. So these are the basic phrases of courtesy that should be used while conversation. So this is about the telephone etiquette. Then do not chew gum or eat during the conversation. Okay, while you are talking with someone on the phone, an important meeting is being held, then do not chew the chewing gum. Okay, do not chew any food. Do not eat anything while talking. Otherwise, your impression will be very bad. Fine. Do not slam the phone or cut off abruptly. Okay, do not cut the phone immediately. First of all, ask them. So here I am completing my call. Can I cut my call? You have to ask them. Okay, and do not do idle chit chat. There is no need of doing idle chit chat. Fine. Okay, if there is a problem, project a tone that is concerned, empathetic, and apologetic. For example, if you are facing a customer and if you are at fault, okay, if a customer wants to complain, okay, so you have to find the different ways of saying no. Instead of saying I don't know, you have to say that is a good question, let me find out for you. So there are some phrases that can be forbidden. Forbidden means the negative phrases are also told in a positive way. Okay, like we cannot do that. Don't say like that. You have to say like this is what I can do. Okay, you will have to. Instead of you will have to, what you do say? Here is how we can help you. Okay, so there are different types of phrases that you have to keep in mind while talking on the phone. Okay, just a second. Instead of Instead of saying just a second, give a more honest estimate of how long it will take. Okay, don't say just a second. So you have to say, can you please wait for 2 minutes or can you please wait for 3 minutes? You have to tell the actual time that is going to means that you are going to take. Otherwise, what will happen? It will create a bad impression that he or she is saying just a second and he is coming back after 5 or 10 minutes. So try to tell them the exact time after which you are going to rejoin the call. Fine. Now answering call for others. If you are getting a call and if you want to means if you are getting a call for others, for example, you are getting a call for some Mr. Joshi, that can I talk to Mr. Joshi? So how you will assist that call? That is also important. Okay, so if the call is particular for that person, you can also ask them, how may I help you? Can I convey some message? If you want to give any message, I can convey to him or her. Okay, so these type of etiquettes you have to maintain while talking on the telephone. Now this is very important. Dealing with the angry customers. Okay, dealing with the angry customers, you need a high patience, a high level of patience is required to deal with the angry customers. Okay, listen, allow the caller to vent. Okay, allow the caller to vent means try to means allow him to say anything. Means if he wants to say something, then let him tell. Okay, let him say. Empathize. Okay, empathize means what? You have to acknowledge the person's feelings. Yes, I know that it's not proper. Okay, we are apologizing for the same. Be positive. Do not be angry with the customer. Okay, do not interrupt the customer. Remain calm and courteous. Okay, do not argue. Act fast, act quickly. Okay, and apologize. You have to feel sorry. Fine. Follow up and get back to the caller to make sure the problem has been solved. Okay, so this is about the telephone etiquettes. Fine. And how you will conclude the call. See, to end the conversation with an agreement, that is what is going to be happen next. Okay, if you are doing follow up, then do it immediately and thank the caller for calling. Thanks for calling for his time. See, if you want to learn the telephone etiquettes, you can try calling customer care. Okay, if you will call the customer care and if you will talk with the representative, then how means the way they are talking is is a perfect way of the telephone etiquettes. Okay, so if you want to learn telephone etiquettes practically, make a call to the customer care executive. Fine. Okay, the next topic, the second topic of the chapter is foreign business trip etiquettes. See, many people, there are many travelers that for business trips, they have to go abroad. Okay, they have to go foreign for the global businesses. Nowadays, the businesses have been global. So, for that purpose, it's not compulsory that you are going for the business purpose. You can go through the company also. Okay, and it is very challenging task. Okay, so how you are communicating with the foreign parties, that is also important. So you have to also understand the work culture, the habits and languages of the different countries, and because they vary each other, there are different work cultures. Okay, like if you are going in Asia, okay, for handling the business card, see the way of greeting of different countries is different. Like in Asia, handing over a business card carefully with both the hands, the receiver noting the details on it. Okay, and then placing it in the shirt and pocket. It is a mark of respect. In China, in in China, a vigorous Aussie style handshake can be seen as aggressive. In China, people do not shake hands with each other. Okay, a light handshake and a slight nod of the head is normal. Okay, so there are different ways that how the public is meeting each other. So whenever you are going foreign for some business trip or some work, then you have to learn this type of etiquettes. Then learn few phrases. Okay, like when Trump came India. Okay, when Trump came Ahmedabad, he tried to speak Hindi. Okay, he tried to speak in Hindi. That means what? If you are going in any country, you have to try to learn some the phrases, the common phrases, the daily routine phrases like thank you, after you, good morning. These type of phrases are used in daily life. So you have to try to learn in their language. Fine. Keep it professional. Okay. You have to try to become professional. Means do not share the personal details while you are meeting someone. If the meeting is professional, let it be professional. Don't be personal. Okay. Then do not comment on the colleague's family, personal appearance, previous holidays. Okay. That will cause uncomfortable. Fine. Then praise the country and its cuisine, never criticize it. Okay, if you are going Dubai, then you have to appreciate them. You have to appreciate them. You don't have to say like, I don't like this, I don't like this food, I don't like non-vegetarian. So you have to praise the country. You have to praise the people of that country. Okay, so these are some etiquettes that you have to learn. Fine. Take into account that country's time. This is very important. because the different countries treat the time in different ways. For example, if you are having a meeting in Japan, so and the timing is 1 p.m., then you should be there at around 12:45 p.m. Okay, while you are going to Mexico and India, one meeting means anywhere between 1 and 3 p.m. The public is not punctual. Okay, so you have to also take care of the time. And the last one, from small talk, big things come. Okay, you have to be polite. You have to be polite. Okay, you have to be good conversation should be there. Okay, you have to give compliments. Okay, so small things will give you a big business. So that's why it is known as small talk. We can get big things. So try to be polite. Okay, try to show your positive sides. Fine. In this way, we can make our foreign business trip fruitful if we follow the foreign business trip etiquettes. Okay, so this was about the foreign business trip etiquettes. In the next lecture, we are going to study more about this etiquettes. Okay, till then, have a good day. Bye bye.